Hello everybody, welcome to and welcome back to my channel, Book Time with Elvis with me, Mark, and there's Elvis in the background. Yeah, he's just resting up because it is extremely snowy here, and although he loves the snow, it's even getting a bit too much for him, I think. We go out for like 10-15 minutes max and he decides that's it, it's time to go home. Anyway, I'm here for a specific reason, and that reason is to announce the return for 2025 of Holmes is Where the Heart Is, a month-long Sherlock Holmes reading event to take place in the month of February. February is a romantic month, hence the name of the event. It's a wonderful event, hosted, of course, by myself, but also by Jim from Mystery and Mayhem, Randy Ray from The Literate Texan, Alan from Big Hard Books and Classics, and Greg from Another Bibliophile Reads. So that's the gang of five. Shame, it would have been a gang of four. Yeah, no, the gang of five. Oh no, it's not the gang of four. What is it? Oh, I don't know. I'm half asleep, to be honest with you. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It's a wonderful event. I'm really excited for its return. It is pretty flexible. You only have to read really one short story about Sherlock Holmes to have taken part, but we do have a bit of structure in it, in that we have split the month up into, of course, 4 parts, and the first part is reading something from the long canon. So I have here, for example, a complete Sherlock Holmes. So the long canon includes one of the 4 novels, and then the second week is the short canon, which is one of the 50. I should have checked. 56, 59. Oh my god, I should know. Short stories during, of course, the second week. Of course, you can read more than one. You're not going to be hemmed into that. And then in the third week, we move on to, for me, one of the most enjoyable parts, because don't get me wrong, I absolutely adore the canonical stuff, but it's something one reads quite a lot of, right? So the newer thing, I should say, for me, is the pastiche side of it, and I'm going to continue to work through this Otto Penzler Big Book of Sherlock Holmes stories, and this book full of pastiche stories, and Jim mentions it in his video too. Then the final week will be dedicated, it was previously dedicated to legacy, which I still probably will take part in, or still do, because I have a book that I got before the change, and this is the Rivals of Sherlock Holmes here, early detective stories edited by Hugh Green. So I might read that as well, or at least a couple of the stories in there, as a kind of tribute to the fallen legacy part. But excitingly, though, the fourth week is actually dedicated to nonfiction, and for that I've decided I'm going to read Sherlock Holmes, the unauthorized biography by Nick Renison. So I think that should be good fun too. And lastly, I want to say that we will be doing a group read this year, and it falls into the pastiche category, though I imagine, given its size, we will read it throughout the month rather than just try to save it for week 3, because it's quite chunky, and that is The Fifth Heart by Dan Simmons. Now that's Dan Simmons of the Hyperion Cantos or the Terror fame. And it seems to be a story where Sherlock Holmes and the author Henry James come together to solve a mystery. So that will be, I think, rather exciting, and I'm looking forward to it. And I'm looking forward also to all of you joining us in this wonderful event. I think if you're new to Sherlock Holmes, it's a great time to get started on reading these most wonderful stories. I'm sure you will not regret it. Everybody should read at least one Sherlock Holmes story in their life, I think. So There we have it. Okay, everybody, thank you very much. Let me know down below if you'll be taking part and what you plan to be reading. I'm always excited to see that, and I shall see you in February. Do take care, everybody. All the best. Bye-bye. Bye.